a little bit better in the salt water. But it's also reflecting light away from their bodies, keeping them cooler in that hot environment. And like I said, we'll be headed back this way before too long, so we are going to carry on for now. Because we have a lot more to see on this tour, and not really a ton of time to cover it all. As we pass through this gate though, I want to thank everybody for coming through the safari park today. Being here is one of the two festivals, the San Diego Zoo Water. The other is San Diego itself, Jeff Balboa Park. Safari Park started out as a breeding facility for the zoo. While it does still serve that purpose, the entire organization shifted focus more toward conservation as years have gone by.
Run.
As that square is here on our right, with a greater one-horned rhino. He's just to the mud bath. Rhinos have very little hair on their bodies. So sometimes they will just roll around in the mud and cover themselves up. In fact, it's 2-in-1 sunscreen and insect repellent. When that mud dries though, it gets really itchy on their bodies. So keep an eye out throughout the tour. You'll see a lot of the boulders in these habitats have been smoothed over from all the times the rhinos have rubbed off that dried mud throughout the years. I was a little surprised to see a greater one-horned rhino in here because this is the Rhino Rescue Center, which is home to our southern white rhino breeding program. More chances to find southern white rhinos throughout the tour. They are one of our greatest success stories. We've had over 100 babies born here on ground. We hold the world record for the most of any facility.
What is that?
But they were once thought to be extinct until in 1895, a small population of 100 was discovered in Africa. Conservation efforts brought that number back up to around 20,000 southern white rhinos. And that's exactly the kind of comeback we're hoping for with their cousins, like northern white rhinos. Right now, there are only 2 left in the entire world. They're both females or too old to consider yet. That makes them functionally extinct, but it's not the best outlook. But there is still hope for that species. Conservation scientists have a good amount of frozen reproductive material, both male and female northern white rhinos. And they're hoping to use the southern species as surrogate mothers to help bring the northern white rhino back from the brink of extinction.
Oh, what's that? Huh? Oh, see, white.
Making our way around the lagoon, now entering into our South Africa habitat.
Skeleton.
Around the corner, a few of these ellipsin water bugs
Oh, see, up.
down below it to the left. They get the name ellipsin from the white circles in their backsides. Just like you can guess from the name waterbug, they are very good swimmers. They like to stay near large bodies of water because they know if a predator were to show up and chase after them, they could probably swim faster than that predator. There's no way they could outrun a cheetah. They do have a pretty good shot at out swimming one.
Come sit here.
The water bug species have those long, shaggy coats, and a gland on their skin makes them very oily. That also helps them out in the water. First off, it'll make sure they're not just soaking wet when they're done swimming. It's also trapping some air inside their coats, keeping them a bit more buoyant, kind of like a life jacket. You'll see a few more species up toward the top of the hill, but we'll talk more about them in just a bit when we double back on the upper road. We should get a much better look from there.
Yeah.
Just a little further ahead, we have our sort of Gemsbach next to us. Gemsbach had that great coloration.
Wait, what is
A lot like what you can see off in the distance. Not with a lot of vegetation, but there's those large boulders. They're trying to blend into rocks. Up ahead though, we're going to start to see some Maasai giraffe. And giraffes are pretty famous for their height. They stand anywhere from 14 to 18 feet tall when fully grown. But we will be seeing one that's a little bit smaller than the rest. We have a newborn giraffe who was born, I think, just an hour or two ago. So I'm going to turn off my microphone and ask everybody to keep your voices lower as we pass by. And again, we will be passing by, so not bothering them too much, but we should get a really good view. I can see where he's at, or where they're at from here.
Did you see? What's that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby one also.
It was born like 1-2 hours ago.
Oh, there is